Alright, what's going on? So today, this is going to be the first day of what should be a good long run of consecutive uploads. So, for those who don't know, I was hoping to get into the multi-battle draft league, and you know, it's very, very understandable that I was not picked as I don't have consistent YouTube uploads. So, my goal here is, you know, just jump into it. I've been a little afraid to upload. YouTube's a scary place. It's a big, big scary place. But today, we're going to be jumping into it. So, we got some battle spot today. We're using the Blastoise team, which we built on stream last Team Building Tuesday. It's been a pretty cool team. I've been enjoying it myself. Quite a lot, actually. I really think it's going to have some solid success. So, while we're searching for a battle, one of the things that I was wondering is I'm not sure if I should be putting the team up here. I'd like to know what you guys think in the comments. If you'd like to see the team or something else, even if you want to see something else up here, let me know, because I don't think anything belongs there at the moment besides the team. And over here, I might put like a question of the day, potentially. I'm not sure yet. We're still working things out. It's the first episode. So, we do have our first battle of the day against Azumarill, Dragapult, Ferrothorn, Weezing, Colossal, and Inteleon. It's really weird. It seems like my opponent has the hardest Colossal support team I've ever seen. They seem to have 2 Aqua Jet Pokemon and a Surf Pokemon to self-activate. Times like these are where I feel really good about having like one of the best water types in the format. So I'm feeling really good about Blastoise here. I don't even know if we need a Shell Smash. We might not even need a Shell Smash. We might just be in a good enough spot right off the bat. With Blastoise though, I do feel like we want redirection in the form of Amoongus. Probably Incineroar too. Incineroar is going to be good to deal with that Ferrothorn because obviously, you know, Blastoise being a water type isn't going to handle that Ferrothorn too well. So I think with the Blastoise and Amoongus, we should be pretty good to get up a Shell Smash potentially. If not, just start sweeping right away. So, with the Blastoise, Amoongus, and the Incineroar, I don't feel like I need Dragapult too much, or Togekiss. Their coverage doesn't seem too valuable, so we're going to lock in with Tyranitar. Tyranitar's probably not going to do all that much for this battle. It feels like it's going to be more of a, hey, I'm coming in the late game and I'm going to click Rock Slide and you really can't stop me. That's what it's looking like. I don't really feel like, if Tyranitar plays a big part in this game, something went wrong way early on, and I should have done something different. I really do feel like Blastoise is going to clean this one up real easy. So Dragapult Colossal is my opponent's lead of choice. Seeing this, I'm very highly inclined to believe that they are going to try to go for a Max Flare. I want to say they're going to be going for a Surf, because when they Surf, they activate their Steam Engine and Weakness Policy. And I believe what they're going to do is they're going to Surf, and they're going to try to Max Flare my Amoongus to not only KO the Amoongus, but they would also be setting up the Sun to take my Blastoise's hit. So what we're going to do here is we're going to Max Cannonade the Colossal, and I'm going to make the read turn 1 that a Fire move is coming into my Amoongus. Like I said, it makes a lot of sense. They don't want to get Spored. So I should be able to go Incineroar for Amoongus here, and we should be in a pretty good spot. Now, things could go south very quickly if my opponent opts to Surf and Max Overgrowth. That'd be very sad. We could also see an Ally Switch or a Light Screen potentially come out, but I think the only way my opponent gets out of this one, and I might even knock them out in Sun, I gotta be honest, Colossal's not that bulky. So even if they do set up the Sun, we might be able to knock them out with this Max Cannonade anyways. So we're Gigantamaxing the Blastoise first. As you know, Blastoise is pretty fast. There will be a link to the Pace Spin and a rental of the team in the description. Whoa. Hold on a moment. Sorry, I'm getting cut off by this guy. He does not Dynamax. Activates the Weakness Policy, activates the Steam Engine, and maybe we see an Explosion come out here? I could see an Explosion, I guess, which would be still weird. Yeah, he just opts to explode right away. What the heck? Well, good thing we switched Intimidate in, I guess. How much is this going to do? It's a +1 explosion. Okay. Oh my gosh. If our Incineroar went down to that, I would have been so shocked. It's a non-stab explosion, but it's still +1. So I would have been a little surprised if we got knocked out by it. I gotta be honest. For those who don't know, when a Pokemon's move is the same type as the same type as the Pokemon, it gets a 1.5 times boost to that attack's power. So Explosion, being really strong at 250 base power, is not that strong off of Colossal, as it does not get any boost because it's a rock and a fire type. So even though we took quite a bit of damage for that, I still don't feel like we're in a bad spot. Azumarill is going to come out and be most likely what my opponent wants to Dynamax this game, which is actually pretty threatening. I feel like we're going to have to fire a max cannonade into that, and also a parting shot. I feel really scared. We didn't bring AMOONGUS. No, we did. We preserved AMOONGUS. Oh my gosh. I was scared for a second there. I feel good now. Azumarill actually doesn't Dynamax though. We have AMOONGUS in the back to deal with this Azumarill, so I feel pretty good. Cannonade, not going to do too much. It's my style move of choice, and I don't feel like I want to set up Hail. That looks like Assault Vest. People have been running Assault Vest Azumarill, so I wouldn't be too surprised. We're going to Parting Shot out of here and go into our AMOONGUS, because AMOONGUS is able to take the water and fairy type attacks, which might be coming out from that Azumarill here. Not Tyranitar. Pro controllers are great, but sometimes they miss. They go down just a little too far, and that would have been very unfortunate. So we get the AMOONGUS in. The Azumarill is actually going to Scald. Okay, special Azumarill, I guess. And they get the burn, which I don't think actually matters. That was weird. It looks to be an Assault Vest special Azumarill. Can't say I've seen that before. So we're going to double Azumarill here with a Giga Drain. They're Sap Sipper. They're probably Sap Sipper. That's not good. I think they're going to be Sap Sipper. I'm going to make the read that they are Sap Sipper, as if they're not physical, they have no reason to be huge power. So I could easily see them being Sap Sipper to beat Rillaboom and AMOONGUS. So we're actually going to Rage Powder here, and not Giga Drain. I'm not even going to test the theory. I could potentially be wrong. They could potentially be huge power, but I don't even want to risk it. So we're going to redirect that Phantom Force, which is going to do a really, really good chunk to AMOONGUS. But in the process, we'll probably also be redirecting some hit from the Azumarill. Like I said, we're not doing too much chip to it. As another Scald does come out. Yeah, I really think that's special. That's gotta be special. There's no way. Full special with the Sap Sipper. It just makes too much sense. So Dragapult's going to go down to the Cannonade, which is what I was expecting there. So we had no reason to attack that Dragapult. It was getting hit by our residual damage. And honestly, that's the best part of Blastoise, is you get that extra damage per turn, and you're very strong. You're dishing out lots of damage, and you also have, I think it's 1/8. I believe you get a 1/8 chip on any non-water type Pokemon, which is very strong here. Our opponent's last Pokemon's actually going to be Ferrothorn, so we're actually going to be seeing a Dynamax Ferrothorn, I think, which is actually kind of concerning. I don't know how I feel about that. So looking at this, I think we should Ice Beam Ferrothorn. And AMOONGUS is pretty useless. So I'm going to switch out to... I can't switch to Incineroar. Let's go for an Ice Beam. And let's test the theory. If they're not Sap Sipper, I feel kind of foolish. But I really do think they're Assault Vest Sap Sipper here. I want to switch to my Incineroar, but it's already taken so much damage that even a Scald from a special Azumarill, little damage as that might do, is still very threatening. So they are Dynamaxing. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's the Ferrothorn. They don't have much reason to Dynamax Azumarill here. Times like this, I really wish I had a fire move on my Tyranitar. It's weird. The Ferrothorn might actually be able to close this game out. Very well might. We're going to get the Ice Beam off for just a little chip. I'm really just trying to do as much damage to it as possible before getting my Incineroar on the field. They go for Scald again. Do they not have any other moves? We Giga Drain and Sap Sipper. Like I said. Yeah, a very cool set coming out from my opponent. Max Steel Spike actually goes into Blastoise here. So my opponent correctly identifying that I am not a threat. Identifying that my Amoongus is not going to be doing anything here. Which is very unfortunate. Ferrothorn gets a little chip by my last turn of Max Cannonade, and it's actually going to be leftovers. Interesting, interesting. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to go Incineroar, and I'm going to Parting Shot Ferrothorn. I think that's the call, yeah. We're going to Parting Shot Ferrothorn and Rage Powder, as I need to preserve my Incineroar. But I also wanted to switch it in for the Intimidate. And then we're going to click Rage Powder here, because Amoongus is not doing anything. I don't need a Spore. He's going to max Guard. Okay. A little questionable play there. I think my opponent assumed I wouldn't Rage Powder. Which is weird, because I think I always Rage Powder there. So, Parting Shot goes into the max Guard. Obviously not going to work. Scald's going to come out into the Amoongus. Not doing a lot of damage, I gotta be honest. So, here's a cool play. So now that my opponent knows that I'm going to be Parting Shotting, right? They know that I'm Parting Shotting. They're going to target down the Incineroar slot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch my Amoongus to my Tyranitar and make sure that my Incineroar is going to switch out with Parting Shot back into my Amoongus. So, my Tyranitar won't take the hit, hopefully, my Incineroar won't take the hit, and the Amoongus is going to go back into that left slot. So this is like an ally switch, but actually, in my opinion, a competitive way to switch slots with your Pokemon. So, we switch the Amoongus out. We get HP back due to our Regenerator. They actually have Aqua Jet. They Aqua Jet the Incin for, like, no damage. Okay, that was scary. I thought that would do a lot more. That was weird. So we Parting Shot the Pharaoh. I'm ready for the Max Steel Spike to go into my Tyranitar anyways for no reason. Go to the Amoongus. It's going to be an interesting endgame, depending on what my opponent has. So they do Steel Spike. Hopefully that goes into the Amoongus. It does. Like I said, we bring that Amoongus back in only for the, trying to take that Steel Spike. Because my opponent knew I'd be switching. And rather than bring my Tyranitar in on that Steel Spike, it was best to pull my Amoongus back out to give my Incineroar a new Pokemon in the back to switch to. So that allowed us to have our Amoongus, which, as we all know, it's pretty useless right now. It allowed the Amoongus to take the full force of that Steel Spike, rather than Tyranitar, which it looked like Tyranitar might have actually gotten knocked out by that, which would have been really sad. So, looking at this now, I'm pretty sure I just want to Giga Drain Ferrothorn, because, as I've said, I don't really think that I can touch the Azumarill. I can't touch the Azumarill. And we're going to throw a Rock Slide out. This is looking like it's going to be a really scary endgame. I don't know if I can beat the combination of these two Pokemon. Azumarill is not Assault Vest. It has Scald, Protect, Aqua Jet. What the heck is going on there? Wow. That thing has to still be like max special defense though. I have no idea what's going on with that thing. As Giga Drain's going to go into Pharaoh, like I said, not doing too much damage. Hopefully we don't see a Body Press. Body Press would be really unfortunate. Gyro Ball? Gyro Ball's okay. Gyro Ball's going to take out Amoongus, and I'm cool with that. So now I think we're kind of in a 50-50, right? I think that my opponent might have Protect on their Ferrothorn. If they do, that's kind of unfortunate for us. So I think we might want to fake out Azumarill here. But on the other hand, if we do fake out the Azumarill and they don't protect Ferrothorn, I think we lose. So I'm thinking, let's just go in on it. We'll fake out Azumarill and Rock Slide. I'm pretty confident that they're going to protect Ferrothorn. Okay, so we get that read right. The Ferrothorn does protect. So we're getting a lot of free damage on the Azumarill. We're stopping it from moving. And this looks like it's going to be an overall positive turn for us. This is not going to do too much. They got +2 defense. And they're like Wiki Berry, I believe. They're probably Wiki Berry, which is really unfortunate. That's a lot of... I pop a berry. Okay. My bad. Lots of HP getting back, though. So, now, I think we lose unless we KO that Ferrothorn right now. And the only way we're going to do that is with a Flare Blitz and a Snarl. Now, we might not lose if they don't Leech Seed. But why would they not Leech Seed? So we're going to Flare Blitz, like I said. Oh my gosh. If we miss Snarl here, we lose. Oh my gosh. We need to hit a Snarl. Because if we hit the Snarl, I think our Tyranitar beats the Azumarill. Oh, nice. We connect the Snarl. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, so Snarl KOs the Ferrothorn, drops the special attack of the Azumarill. And now, even though we can't do a lot of damage to them... Oh, no, he's got Perish Song! Oh, no. I don't think we win this now. We might have to get a crit. We may... Rock Slide might be enough. This is a really weird endgame. This is a crazy first game. I'm loving this game. We're going to click Rock Slide. It's the best move we have. My opponent's probably going to click Protect here. So they went for Perish Song, trying to stall me out. That's crazy. We got a Sap Sipper special Perish Song Azumarill for the first game. That is so wild. So my Perish count falls to 2. Their Perish count falls to 2. We need this Rock Slide to knock out right now or we lose. And if this Rock Slide doesn't KO, very good game to my opponent. I got no complaints. So they go for the double protect. Oh my gosh, no! That's so sad. We just missed the Rock Slide. I'm pretty sure if we connected, we would have KO'd it. Because the first Rock Slide looked like it did about 20-25%. And that was split damage. So it was 75% of what it would be doing now, single target. Single target now, they were at about 30%. So I was pretty certain it would have KO'd. But unfortunately, missed the Rock Slide. End the game on a 0-0 game. That is so sad. So we do lose, but I think that was a really good showcase of how certain sets, unexpected sets on Pokemon can actually perform really well. That Azumarill, I don't like it. I hate it. It just beat us. But really, did it work? Yes, I can't complain. It did work. I think my opponent is really cool for running that. So we drop 300 points, which is kind of crazy. Alright, we'll be back when we get the next battle. Okay, so we found a battle basically right away. Versus 9,461 on the ladder. Rocking a Kangaskhan. Okay, that's really cool. They've got a Kangaskhan. Their team does look pretty Blastoise weak, though, I gotta be honest. Like, Blastoise Togekiss is my lead, I'm thinking. Because they've got a Rillaboom, and Rillaboom's threatening to our water type, obviously. But with our Follow Me, we can redirect the grass moves. If we were to go AMOONGUS, with Rage Powder, grass types ignore Rage Powder. So we don't want that. We definitely want to be Follow Meing with the Togekiss. So I'm thinking Blastoise Togekiss is cool. With Incin and AMOONGUS. I want all support. This is an all Blastoise game. Blastoise win or bust. I don't want to win with any other Pokemon today. Like, Dragapult's there. Maybe Dragapult could be kind of cool in this matchup, but I don't want Dragapult. I want Blastoise. I want to get a Shell Smash in this game, and then G-Max, and then just destroy my opponent's team. I think that would be really, really cool. So they lead with Kangaskhan and Milo. That's what I was thinking, really. I didn't want to lead Incineroar, because Incineroar's really good against their team. But with the Milo, if I lead Intimidate, they get a +2 special attack right away, which we really don't want. So what we're going to do is we're going to opt to Yawn the Milo and Shell Smash. What I'm thinking here is we might get faked out onto the Blastoise, which is it's unfortunate. But if they fake out, we get a free Yawn into the Milo, which forces them to switch next turn, which is really, really cool. As they just Ice Beam right into my Togekiss. Okay, I'm cool with that. I am not cool with that. Definitely not cool with that anymore. Wow. Today's not my day, is it? we're going to Shell Smash, and look, this might seem weird, but we're going to switch to Incineroar, because I want to intimidate that Kangaskhan, because typically right here, I'd follow me. We get a free Shell Smash with that follow me. But that's not going to happen, because I can't follow me. So I'm expecting my opponent to switch their Milo out, therefore I'm okay with giving it this boost now. Because really, I want to intimidate that Kangaskhan. Oh, I can't intimidate, they're scrappy. You'll learn new things every day. And you get frozen. That's so sad. Why do we have to get frozen? Oh. And they're going to have a double here of Sucker Punch and Grassy Glide, which is going to be really bad for me. Wait. They're slower? They're slower than me, which means now I guarantee get knocked out. Oh my gosh. Circle Throw. They circle throw my Blastoise. This is the worst 2 games of Pokemon I've ever played, I gotta be honest. AMOONGUS comes in. Thankfully, we haven't burned our Dynamax yet. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna Parting Shot Rillaboom and Spore Kangaskhan. This looks terrible. We're frozen, we got Circle Thrown. Everything's going terribly, but you know what? I think we can still do it. Let me just say for a moment why that Circle Throw play was so crazy, right? When you go for Circle Throw on a Dynamax, it fails. So my opponent was hard calling me A, not to thaw. So they were going in on me staying frozen from their Ice Beam. And then they were B, also calling me not to Dynamax. Okay, so they Body Slam and Superpower me. Okay. That's cool. I didn't want that Incineroar anyways. Incineroar gets knocked out, so I guess I could have switched my Incineroar out to my frozen Togekiss, but I wasn't really thinking about that, I gotta be honest. So what we have to do is we have to go Blastoise. And now that we've got Blastoise in the field, like, it kinda sucks, but I think we need to Dynamax it right now and Hailstorm the Rillaboom. Oh my gosh. This is just not good. This is literally no good, bad, unhappy times. And if it all happened because my opponent got that freeze turn 1. If they don't get that freeze, I follow me with Shell Smash, and then I win instantly. Because they Circle Throw me out into, like, what, my Incineroar? You know, maybe my AMOONGUS. Both of those are really good. So, it would have been too easy. Too easy. Maybe I should have gone in on Unthawing. Maybe I should have clicked Follow Me. It's a 20% chance to Unthaw, but I really just didn't want to take that risk. Speaking of taking risks, we Dynamax, as they are going to match our Dynamax with their Rillaboom. Which is pretty weird, because they're a -1 attack. They're not G-Max. They're actually Dynamax Rillaboom. Wow. Okay, alright, fair enough. We're going to max Hailstorm, but I'm pretty sure this game, my fate in this game was sealed at turn 1. Yeah, that would have knocked out a normal Rillaboom, but he is a big boy. We're not going to take him out. If we somehow live his max overgrowth, that'd be cool. But I don't think we will. No. Now the worst part, right? You may want to ask, how? How does it get worse? How does it possibly get worse? The worst part is, I'm pretty sure I still have a chance if I Unthaw immediately right now. He tried to Circle Throw my AMOONGUS. This dude's crazy. This dude's actually crazy. So we have to bring in Togekiss, which is frozen, that's just bad. That's just unfortunate. But if it Unthaws, and if we knock out the Rillaboom, and the Kangaskhan doesn't wake up, Kangaskhan also has to stay asleep, and then we might have a chance. Yeah, so we need to Air Slash. I mean, the odds of us KOing this Rillaboom, even if we Unthaw, are so low. And he first turn wakes up to body slam the Amoongus. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Max Knuckle coming out. Okay, Max Knuckle's fair enough, and the Amoongus too. Yeah, he knows. He's like, hey, you're not gonna unfreeze with that Togekiss. I got you turn 1 with that freeze. And now there's nothing you can do. I also just don't unthaw. That's very unfortunate. So this looks like it's a loss. Like I said, maybe, just maybe, if we unthawed, we had a chance. But we don't even unthaw. So not much I can do there. And of course we gotta wait for all the hail and grassy terrain animations. Very unfortunate stuff. Very unfortunate stuff. I mean, the good thing is, it's not like my opponent was going for the freeze turn 1. At least I don't think they were. Typically, if somebody goes for like a blind hypnosis, that's like one thing. You know, they go for it knowing that it's a pretty bad idea. But this guy seemed to just be going for Ice Beam for chip. So can't be too mad, but definitely unfortunate, because we still would have had a chance. Like, we still have a chance if we unthaw this turn. Yeah, because they're doubling my Amoongus again. If we unthaw, we can KO Kangaskhan and win the game. It's just not. It just wasn't in the cards. It's just nothing we can do about that. I tried. I gotta be honest, guys. I really did try. It just sometimes the game just doesn't want you to win, and that's okay. I understand. That's just normal. Every day is a different day. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow is gonna be our lucky day. Not even lucky. Is that even lucky? Maybe it will be our not unlucky day, is what I should be saying. I'm gonna run. I'm not even gonna waste my time letting them get those 2 KOs. That was very, very sad. 3 turns, staying frozen. Can't say this was too good of a showcase for Blastoise. Like I said, pretty sure if they don't freeze me turn 1, we just go for a quick follow me and shell smash and win. But we'll never know. We'll never know. Well, at least not until tomorrow, where we're gonna be back. I'm not gonna do it in 2 battles. What do you guys think about 2 battles a day? Maybe 3 if it's quick. This is not too quick though. These took a while. We had to sit there through all those grassy terrain turns while we got frozen. So, very unfortunate stuff. But that's going to be it for today. Let me know what you think should go up here or over here. I'm not really sure. I'm thinking like Pokemon sprites, question something. Don't forget to check me out on Twitch. I stream every day. Follow me on Twitter to stay updated. And we'll be back with hopefully some better games tomorrow.